Steve, the Pearson name is pretty familiar at the top of the championship battle.
Larry Pearson's dad, David, won the Winston Cup crown 3 times. And what a great battle we saw this year in the Busch Grand National Division. For a while, a 3-man battle between the veteran Jack Ingram, Larry Pearson, and Brett Bodine. Then it got down to 2, and Larry and Brett put on a whale of a battle.
Right down in the last race of the season, the Winn-Dixie 500 at Martinsville, Virginia, where Brett Bodine won the battle, but Larry Pearson won the war. Randy Bolin has the highlights.
After a long season and a week's delay, it was time for the final showdown in the Busch Series Points Championship. Thomas Brothers Oldsmobile sat on the pole with pilot Brett Bodine eyeing victory and a shot at the championship.
If we can run up front, lead the race, we can put the pressure on Larry to have to run as hard as possible to get in the 5th spot. If we can put that kind of pressure on him, maybe we can make something happen.
2 rows back lurked a battle-scarred Chattanooga Chew Pontiac, commanded by a gum-chewing but confident Larry Pearson.
We plan right now to go out and try to win the race. You know, we can't keep our eye on Brett and run the type of race that we're capable of running.
Bodine had to win, Pearson wanted to win. The stage was set, the green flag dropped, and a great race was on. 63 Jimmy Hensley captured the low groove in the early lead. Bodine followed in 2nd, Pearson in 4th. Lap 5, Tommy Houston cracked a wall and headed for the pits. Billy Meyer spun for caution number 2 10 laps later. Next, Dickie Boswell dropped oil from a blown engine. Bodine refused all opportunities to pit, gambling he could go 200 laps without fuel or tires. Pearson had to follow Bodine's lead. Early laps saw Bodine backpedal due to an overly tight chassis setup. Pearson found a fast groove and closed on Bodine. The fans came to their feet when Pearson caught Bodine and engaged in short track tactics to get by, a risky maneuver not fully understood by the Chew crew. Unscathed, however, Pearson wheeled on to run down Jimmy Hensley, still in the lead. Around lap 100, Bodine's late race chassis setup adhered to the track, making him the man on the move. Bodine now caught Pearson, and the 2 again rode side by side. Bodine effected a clean pass, then set his sights on leader Hensley. On lap 138, Bodine passed Hensley to carry out his game plan, lead the race. But could he maintain the lead? Would fuel hold out? Where was Pearson running? Several late race cautions slowed gas consumption, but the field tightened and Pearson drew closer. Bodine roared off on good restarts. Pearson worked over a stubborn L.D. Ottinger for 2nd. On the last lap of this last race, Bodine took the checkered flag, having done all he could do. Pearson finishing a close 2nd, fish-tailed as if in salute to a great challenge. In a finale befitting their seasons, Bodine had won the battle, but Pearson the war.